Oh, okay. So let's imagine we're going to go to your next high school reunion,
Sounds awesome.
and
Okay.
we're going to run into this classmate who has had fantastic achievements.
Okay.
Was just pictured on the cover of Time magazine, Time Man or Woman of the Year,
Mm-hmm.
one of the greatest achieving human beings on the surface of the earth. And this person was in our high school class
Mm-hmm.
and comes to the reunion, in a chauffeur-driven limousine with bodyguards and handlers, and comes in, and we have a dialogue with this person, and one of us can play the role of Zaina, and one of us can play the role of this classmate. Give a name to the classmate.
Um,
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Okay. Now one of us will play Jennifer, and one of us will play Zaina, and we'll do role reversal, so it doesn't make any difference which role you start out in. Which role would you like to start out in, Zaina?
I'll start out as Zaina.
As Zaina. Okay. Hey, Zaina, girl there. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. How are
Yeah.
you?
Oh, good. You probably caught my picture on the cover of Time magazine, right? Woman of the decade. Huh? Did you catch that?
I did not catch that, but
Oh,
congratulations.
it just came out. I have a stack of them here, and I would sign
great.
one for you for a
Okay.
couple bucks. But there was something that I wanted to mention to you, Zaina, and get your thinking on. You know how we have this value system where our worthwhileness as human beings depends on our achievements?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And we've always lived by that, and kind of looks like my achievements are pretty fantastic compared with yours. I understand you're kind of like a social worker or some kind of a local, counselor, or you tutor children or something like that.
Yeah, I have a tutoring business, and I also am a psychotherapist.
Oh, okay, yeah. Have you read about my patents, the billions that I've made?
No, I haven't.
The
That's
awards
great.
that I've won?
No, I don't know about that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what they say. They say I'm pretty much the top achiever in the world at this time.
Wow, that's
Even
great.
Donald Trump calls me for advice, and he
Wow.
he bows before me.
Oh,
And I heard
Eh,
that every goal you've ever set, David or Jennifer, I've heard that every goal you ever set, you've achieved. Like you've
Yeah.
never set a goal that you didn't reach, right?
Well, I guess I've been kind of lucky. But anyway, what I wanted to mention to you, Zaina, is it just looks like everything you can do, I can do better, and I've achieved way more than you in every domain. You understand that,
yeah.
Zaina?
Go you. That's
Right. And
great.
so what follows then, sweetheart?
I'm sorry.
Well, I was just going to say I'm just
Okay,
perhaps
you're
a bit more worthwhile than you, huh? I'm kind of looking down on you, but it takes nothing away. We need the peasants and we need the emperors.
right. Yeah. Well,
I just
yeah.
have one question for you, though.
Uh-huh.
How can the little people like you be happy? I mean, I jet set around the world hanging out with famous people.
Yeah. Yeah, your life sounds pretty great.
It is. It is. I might say so myself.
One of these like worthiness thermometers on my wall, and I've been tracking you, Zaina, and your minor accomplishments, whereas Jennifer, her accomplishments, just outpace yours basically on a daily basis, which makes you pretty worthless and her extraordinarily worthwhile.
Yeah. I don't mean to be blunt, Zaina, but I'm better than you.
Yeah.
In every respect.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, now let's stop for a minute. Who looks like the idiot?
you, Jennifer, or you.
Can you see that pretty clearly?
Yeah.
Now let's do a role reversal. You be Jennifer.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I feel like it's somewhat easy for me to see that someone as obnoxious as the person that you were playing would be easy to not envy. But what if it were someone who were like had achieved a ton but were more humble and were like was genuinely like
that's what we're going to play, the role we're going to play right now. But you must buy into the value system that our worth depends on our achievements.
But do you see that, Zayna? You can't just play a person who's achieved a decent amount. That's not the problem. It's not achieving.
Right.
It's the problem. The
Right.
problem is value system.
So now you're going to play the
more humble. You're still going to have to continually say, "But I look down on you because you haven't achieved as much. You are not as worthy."
Yeah, you're Jennifer now, and I'm Zayna. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Jennifer, great to see you. I had no idea you'd come to our reunion. I'm excited and honored. I remember, back our senior year, you were voted the most likely to succeed, and boy, have you succeeded. I saw your picture on the cover of Time magazine. The woman of the decade. They say you've achieved more maybe than any other woman in human history.
Yeah. That's true. I have.
You got that big limo out there and all your bodyguards and handlers. It's just very impressive, and I'm just so proud of you.
Oh,
We didn't. I didn't know you in high school. You were one of the beautiful people, and I was one of the more average types. But I've always admired you. And I'm so excited for you too. But there was one thing I heard through the grapevine about you, Jennifer, that or Zayna. What's your name? I can't.
Zayna.
You're Zayna. Yeah, Zayna. There's.
Sorry.
No, Jennifer. You're Jennifer. Yeah, you're Jennifer. There's this one thing I heard about you, Jennifer, that I couldn't believe it was true. But I just wanted, out of respect, to check with you and find out if what I heard was true or not. And here's what I heard. Jennifer, I heard that you were saying that because you've achieved so much, you think you're kind of more worthwhile than other people now, and you're kind of looking down on other people. Is that true?
Yeah, it is true.
Oh, really? Is that kind of fun for you? Are you looking down on me? Is it?
Yeah.
You kind of having fun looking down on me right now?
Yeah, I mean it's nice. It can be nice to feel like you're winning or that you're like better than most other people.
So you're kind of thinking you're better because you've achieved more than anyone here at the reunion. So you're probably thinking you're better than all of us.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of what the data shows,
Yeah. Well, listen, go for it, Gal. I have to break off right now because I have to hang out with some friends in low places.
Okay.
So who won? Who won?
Who won?
Who looks like the idiot?
I do.
Do you still believe that our worthwhileness as human beings depends on our achievements?
No, and what was really interesting about that was like the first round kind of didn't do that much for me, but the second round was really interesting because I realized that when I was buying into, I don't know how to explain this, but it's like I was selectively buying into the achievement addiction, but not like consistently all the time.
Yeah.
So like if I achieve a ton, then I might feel good about that, but I'm not going to like buy into it so much that I would then judge other people as being less worthy than me. And so it's just interesting to see like the ways in which we kind of look at things when we're applying it to ourselves, but then we sort of change it when we apply it to other people. So
yeah, but the rule would apply to all human beings,
right.
and there's nothing wrong with achievements. One of my roommates from college has received 2 Nobel Prizes.
Really?
Yeah, and and he's on TV a lot, and he's like a superstar. He was in college like that,
mm-hmm.
and And that's really cool. But does that make him a more worthwhile human being? Is he better than other people? That's the question. I value achievement. I'm working hard on my new book and on the podcasts, but I'm not basing my self-esteem on achievements. For me, I just like doing stuff, and it's fun. And sometimes I win. 9 times out of 10, I lose.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the fun of what I'm doing. Not that I think it's going to make me better than anyone. When I work with all of you folks, and you share your vulnerabilities and your tears and your flaws and shortcomings, I just feel so proud of everyone, so close to everybody. And that's so precious, such a precious experience for me. And I find that when I try to impress people, they get pissed off at me. And when I show humility and vulnerability, people seem to feel closer to me.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, those are some of the issues in basing our self-esteem on our achievements. And for me personally, I don't want or need self-esteem. It would be a kind of a pain in the ass if I got it back again.
So what does that mean, that you don't want or need it? Does it mean that you don't have thoughts about yourself?
Well, okay. Well, I don't have a self. I lost that along with my self-esteem, and it's been a big relief ever since. Every now and then, my self comes back to life, and then I suffer again.
Mm-hmm.
But I like hanging out with you. Last week, I liked hanging out with the small group with Jackie and Mark and Lee and Todd. And that means a lot to me. It's, I'm getting older, and, experiences are important to me. But I emailed my roommate to congratulate him, but I didn't hear back.